Hey everyone, welcome back to Eastern Wisdom, the channel where ancient philosophy meets modern life. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious, poetic, and powerful books ever written, the Tao Te Ching, attributed to the legendary Chinese sage Lao Tzu over 2,500 years ago. And guess what? This tiny book, just 81 short chapters, has quietly shaped everything from Steve Jobs' design philosophy to modern mindfulness practices, even military strategy. So why does a text written before the Roman Empire still resonate so deeply in 2026? Let's find out. At its core, the Tao Te Ching isn't about rules or dogma. It's about flow, about aligning with the natural rhythm of life, which Lao Tzu calls the Tao, pronounced Tao. The Tao can't be fully described. It's like trying to hold water in your hands, but you feel it when you're in the zone, when decisions come effortlessly, when you stop forcing things and start trusting the process. One of the most famous lines: "The best leaders are those whose existence is barely known." Think about that. In a world obsessed with personal branding and viral fame, Lao Tzu says true power lies in quiet influence, not loud control. Another gem: be like water. Water doesn't fight obstacles, it flows around them. It's soft, yet it can carve through stone over time. In business, relationships, even personal growth, this is revolutionary. So how can you apply this today? Stop over-controlling. The Tao Te Ching teaches Wu Wei, effortless action. Not laziness, but acting in harmony with circumstances. Like a surfer riding a wave, not fighting it. Embrace simplicity. Lao Tzu warns against endless desire and clutter. Mental, digital, emotional. Less noise equals more clarity. Led by serving, the highest form of leadership, helping others succeed without needing credit. Sound familiar? That's servant leadership, 2,500 years before it became a TED Talk buzzword. The Tao Te Ching isn't a self-help manual. It's an invitation to slow down, listen deeply, and trust the unseen currents of life. In a world of burnout, polarization, and constant urgency, maybe the oldest wisdom is exactly what we need right now. If this resonated with you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's one area of your life where you could be like water? Until next time, stay curious, stay calm, and flow with the Tao. Hey everyone, welcome back to Eastern Wisdom. Today, we're returning to the Tao Te Ching, but with a twist. Forget ancient mysticism. This isn't about incense or robes. It's about a radical operating system for modern life, written 2,500 years ago, and it's never been more relevant. Because right now, millions of Americans are exhausted, not from working too hard, but from trying to control everything. Your schedule, your partner's mood, your kid's future, the stock market, even your own thoughts. And here's what Lao Tzu says in chapter 37. The Tao never acts, yet nothing is left undone. That's Wu Wei, often translated as non-action. But that's misleading. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It means acting without forcing, like planting a seed and trusting the rain will come, instead of yanking the sprout upward every hour. Modern psychology calls this cognitive diffusion or acceptance. But Lao Tzu saw it 25 centuries ago. The more you grip life, the more it slips through your fingers. Think about your last argument. Did trying to fix the other person work? Or did space, silence, and patience create real change? Or your career, chasing every opportunity often leads to burnout. But focusing on one thing deeply without attachment to outcome often attracts better results. Lao Tzu's advice: Do not seek to dominate. Do not rush ahead. Let things unfold. This isn't passive. It's strategic surrender. So here's your Tao practice for this week. Pick one area where you're over-controlling your inbox, your diet, a relationship, and intentionally step back for 48 hours. Don't fix. Don't push. Just observe. Notice what happens when you stop rowing against the current. In a world that glorifies hustle. Choosing stillness isn't weakness, it's wisdom. If this hit home, hit like, subscribe, and tell me, where are you gripping too tight? Until next time, breathe, release, and trust the flow. Welcome back to Eastern Wisdom. Last time we talked about letting go of control. Today, we go deeper into one of the most misunderstood ideas in the Tao Te Ching, the power of softness. In American culture, we're taught to be strong, assertive, decisive. Vulnerability is seen as risky. Gentleness, often mistaken for weakness. But Lao Tzu flips this completely. In chapter 78, he writes, "Nothing in the world is softer or more yielding than water. Yet nothing can better overcome the hard and strong. Water doesn't argue with a rock, it flows around it. Over time it reshapes the rock itself. This isn't poetry, it's a blueprint for resilience. Think about it. The leader who listens more than they speak builds deeper trust. The parent who responds calmly during a tantrum de-escalates faster. The entrepreneur who adapts to market shifts survives longer than the disruptor who bulldozes forward." Lao Tzu calls this the strength of not competing. In chapter 22, those who compete do not win. Those who do not contend, no one under heaven can contend with. Sound unrealistic? Consider this, Google's project. Aristotle found that the highest performing teams weren't led by dominant personalities, but by those who created psychological safety through humility and openness. That's Wu Wei in action. And here's the personal truth. You don't have to prove your worth. Chapter 44 asks, which brings more pain, gain, or loss? Which is more dangerous, success or failure? Which is more costly, fame or peace? Lao Tzu's answer? No one enough is enough. In an age of infinite scroll, comparison traps, and more is better. This is revolutionary. So your Tao practice this week. For one full day, practice non-assertion. Don't interrupt. Don't defend yourself unnecessarily. Don't push your opinion. Just be present. Notice how much energy you save and how much clearer your intuition becomes. True strength isn't loud. It's quiet. It's patient. It's water. If this shifted something for you, drop a comment. Where could you use more softness in your life? Until next time, stay gentle, stay grounded, and remember, the ocean wins not by fighting, but by flowing.